Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back once again. We're going to be doing another movie today, and today we're going to be going over the movie Play or Die. Now, I was just looking for something to watch. This, I think, was a very off the wall movie to not only watch, but also it was interesting. And the reason why I say this is interesting is because it felt like it was one of those movies very similar to Saw, very similar to I think it was Escape Room. I think it was that what it was? Escape Room or something like that. There was not Escape Room. It was something. I'm trying to remember why I'm thinking about this, guys, because there was a movie that I know I reviewed on the channel. Yeah, it was Escape Room. I'm sorry. So Escape Room honestly was very similar to this. I think that this movie was very dramatic, very like kind of wondering what was going to happen. So the entirety of this movie is based around Lucas and his girlfriend slash ex-girlfriend Chloe, who are gamers, and they are trying to look into this underground game that they can play to try to win money. And Lucas was somewhat obsessed with this. Chloe's more obsessed. They broke up because of issues with him and her, and then also they just couldn't let this go. And then they finally are able to get into this weird, layer of a hospital, and they're having to go through different rooms, solve different puzzles, and be able to rely on each other to survive. Now, throughout the entirety of the movie, they have someone hunting them, trying to, off them in the hospital. They don't know exactly how. And one by one, each of the contestants are falling. Now, Lucas and Chloe are the only ones that are able to somewhat survive, and then they're having to rely on not only their smarts, but we also kind of dive into a little bit Lucas's history. He still talks to his mom, even though she's passed on, and then how we find out that Chloe was institutionalized at some point for some reason due to someone harassing her, and then another character how she was institutionalized as well. Now, the big kicker is the very end of this film. The entire of this film, they make you think that there's one person doing this, and it's actually not. It's someone else you would not think is actually the villain of the story. Now, again, just kind of play through it real quick. The end of the movie really gets you because it makes you realize of when Lucas and Chloe are so close to finishing and all the other contestants are gone. She betrays him at the last moment, thinking, hey, I'm going to win, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And he just loses it. And then when he finds her again, somehow she's, gonna die. And don't know exactly how she's gonna die. All we know is her leg is messed up, and then she dies, and he tries to face off against the villain of the story, and come to find out that it's actually himself. That he has split personalities, that he set all this up, that he was the one that killed everyone, that he was the one that even, offed his own mother because she kept him in a basement in a cage for most of his life on chains, to where he blamed her for everything, and he ended up killing her. And everything that we saw in the movie, from the different kind of music to the way he betrayed himself, everything was because of what he did, and his subconscious buried everything to where he was not able to remember, even from creating this game to luring his ex-girlfriend back to him, to literally everything. And it was so interesting of how they did this. And when they do a movie like this, it really gets you thinking, because again, a lot of these movies where the characters have split personalities and you don't know exactly what they or what it is until literally the very end of the film. And it is one of those, I know a lot of people have said, between, I think, the movie Split and then Fight Club, and movies like that have to deal with split personalities, is actually very entertaining, because when they don't really tell you, oh, hey, this character has this, it makes you go, oh, dang, what the hell's going on? And I think that that's why this movie at the very end was actually more intriguing than, honestly, the whole movie. So I think that this movie is very dramatic. It's very entertaining. But again, you have to keep up with this movie, otherwise you're not going to know what's going on. But either way, guys, have you guys seen this film? Have you heard this film? What are your thoughts about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys want a new horror movie, kind of a mystery / thriller, let me know down in the comments what you did think about it if you have seen it. And either way, I'll be seeing you guys as always on the next one.